Hey everybody, welcome to this week's program. First, I'd like to say congratulations to everybody that participated last week in the 5 tests they CrossFit originally came out with in 2003. I wrote a short blog post on some of my thoughts about the test, and I personally think it was a great test, and I think there's really nothing much more in CrossFit and functional fitness that you need to test than those 5 events. The only thing I would probably add in there is like a really long run, maybe like a 10K run, to make it just an overall test of fitness, just to test that further along aerobic capacity that we didn't get to see in any of those 5 tests. Maybe 6 tests would be a better analogy, so get ready for that whenever we retest here in 5 to 6 months. But past that, on a personal note, I think some of the programming in CrossFit is getting a little too crazy, too out of hand. Like everybody's coming up with these crazy new workouts and new time and new movements and all this other stuff. Whenever it's simple, you know, you got a horizontal press, horizontal pull, vertical press, vertical pull. You do some lunges, you do some back squats, you do some deadlifts off the floor, some snatches, some power cleans. And then you run, row, bike, ski, whatever else in a mixture of things. If you do those movements, you will become a very fit individual, and you'll become a high-level CrossFit athlete if you just lift heavy, breathe heavy, and develop skills, and you make that a lifelong goal. Eat right and do those things, you're going to find health, wellness, and probably happiness, because it's going to take a lot of discipline on your part to achieve that. That's just a short little rant. Now on to this week's programming. This week's programming, we've got a couple of workouts. It's going to be CrossFit Open style training, since we start that next Friday. Monday, we're going to do some strength work. We got front squats, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2. You're going to choose the load on that, plus 10 to 12 dumbbell bench press. So we don't want to go for a max out effort on a 4 rep or 2 rep max. You probably want to end today on 80, 85% of your 1 rep max on the front squats. We're going to follow that up with some weightlifting. You're going to do 7 sets. It's kind of bear complex-ish, but just with snatches. You're going to do a snatch deadlift, a snatch pull from the floor, then a full snatch, and then overhead squat. And we're going to do that for 7 sets, building each set as you go up. Or if you need to work on technique or just efficiency in the movement, or maybe trying to get full range of motion, just stay very light and just work on it. Take your time, don't be in a hurry. And then Tuesday, we got a chipper-ish workout. Well, it is a chipper workout. You're doing 50 reps of each. You're starting off. You got 50 wall balls, 50 toes to bar, 50 dumbbell box step ups with a 50, 35-pound dumbbell. And then you got 50 handstand push-ups. Yeah, we're going to push that capacity a little bit into a 50 and 40 calorie bike for the males and females. And we're going to follow that up with some core work. This right here is just going to be finding your pace, finding your rep schemes, making sure that we don't get the heart rate or get too much muscle fatigue in any area of the body, just working your way through it methodically. And then you always want to have energy at the end of a workout. So don't put all your effort in the front half thinking, oh, I'm great at wall balls, I'm great at toes to bar, I'm great at box step ups, so I'm going to blast my way to those handstand push-ups. Blasting your way through those movements are still going to affect your bike at the end. So you'd rather stay a little bit lower on the movements that you're good at energy-wise to save a lot of energy for the handstand push-ups, something that you may struggle with, and then full send on the bike to finish hard. Wednesday, this one's going to be difficult. I saw this workout last year from a group that was leading up to the Open. I really liked it, and I was like, man, I'd really like to do that for our classes. But I changed up one of the movements. And this one is 8 sets. Or it's going to be an AMRAP 40 minutes with a partner or yourself. You're going to do a 21, 18 cal row, 15 bar facing burpees into 9 hang power cleans, resting 1 to 1. Ideally, this right here should probably take anywhere from 2:15 to 3 minutes. So if it takes you 3 minutes to 6 minutes around, times that by 8, you're looking at 42 minutes. But if you take 3 minutes of rest, you're done at 39 minutes. So that gives you a perspective on where you should be at intensity-wise. Now, we do have rep schemes to go down from that. I would highly recommend, for a lot of you, majority of you, don't start off doing 15, 12, 21, 15, 9, because it will just get miserable by the end whenever you realize that you ain't going to make it. I would rather see you do 15, 12, 9 every time, stay the exact same. That will benefit you more than trying to be 21, 15, 9 for 3 sets, and then the last half of the workout, if you only get 3, 4 other sets in, just dying the whole way through. That doesn't make any sense. I'd rather let's stay consistent on our efforts every round on this workout today. This is a really big test just on your aerobic capacity. Your ability to put a lot of effort in for 2.5, 3 minutes, rest, recover, and repeat over and over and over. Thursdays, we're going to do some speed deadlifts. So you got every 30 seconds, you're doing 2 reps for 12 sets. And we're going to go 55 to 65% of your 1 rep max from this previous week. So just speed off the floor, rest. And then we got 4 sets. You're going to do a 4-minute AMRAP. You got 20 pull-ups to start off with, 80 double unders, and then 20 alternating dumbbell snatches, and then remaining time max box jump overs with a step down on the opposite side. We did a lot of jumping rope last week with the flight simulator. A lot of people's calves are sore. I know 80 is a lot, but we probably have some people that are going to be scaling that down to like 40 reps or so, just to stay in the time frame. So we're going to get that explosive energy all into the box, but we're going to step down on the backside, no bounding for those box jump overs. And then we're going to rest 2 minutes. So that's another 24-minute workout. And then Friday, we're going to do another 24-minute workout of EMOMs, but it's going to be a little different. So this one is real CrossFit-y, a lot of Metcon, upper body pull, then you got a whole body, and then a whole body pull again from the floor, but then you got a lower body push off the floor. This one's going to be different. This one's going to be kind of like a strength endurance style workout. Minute 1, we're going to do max calorie on the ski erg. Minute 2, you're going to do a max set of push-ups for that entire 60 seconds. Then we'll rest for a minute. So we got 2 minutes of all-out effort, rest 1 minute. Then we're going to do a 2-minute or 1-minute max cal bike into 1 minute of max dumbbell hang squat cleans at 50 and 35 pounds, and then we're going to rest for another minute. So you can tell 2 minutes work, 1 minute rest, 2 minutes work, 1 minute rest. Repeat that for 8 sets essentially. So I know it's the same time frame, but it's going to be different effects on you and different approaches to each one of the workouts. This one right here is meant to be all-out effort. This one right here is meant to be pacing, but this right here is full go whenever Friday's workout. And then Saturday, we do have the LC Enduro. We have a lot of people participating in that. I'm going to try to get all the names together of everybody that's going up, but since we will be doing a lot of running, the classes are going to do a lot of running. Doing 3 rounds for time, 800-meter run, 50 kettlebell swings. Just a really good aerobic workout. And we're going to be at 53, 35-pound kettlebells. If you have some shoulder issues, remember, stay rushing kettlebell swings. Don't push that overhead position. If you're having any kind of shoulder, elbow, neck injuries, not injuries, just any kind of discomfort, and maybe even low back, just stick with rushing and just pick up the pace on the run a little bit, because all it is just a little bit extra movement, a little bit extra time under tension. But if we keep the intensity high, that's the main goal for this workout. But that's this week's programming. I hope y'all enjoy it. I look forward to seeing your names on the leaderboard. Remember, if you look at the bragging board, all the PRs that we got from last week, from the bench press to the first bar muscle, for the first muscle ups to deadlifts, handstand push-up. I mean, there's a whole array of PRs everywhere. Max cleans on Saturday. So last week was an exciting week. I was very proud of everybody that participated and just seeing the results that everybody's getting from just putting in the effort over the last few months. But that's it. See all the names on the leaderboard and have a great week.